And this morning, let's take you through the latest numbers from the government on the coronavirus outbreak. At this point, 67,152 cases of coronavirus have been confirmed in India. The death toll at this point is at 2,206. Maharashtra remains the worst affected state with 22,171 cases and 832 deaths so far. In Gujarat, the number of cases now stands at 8,134 with 493 deaths. Tamil Nadu now has seen a huge rise in the number of cases with 7,204 cases and 47 deaths. Those are the latest numbers as of 6:30 this morning. Let's also round up for you the top 5 developments on the coronavirus outbreak. Maharashtra has reported 1,230 fresh cases in the last 24 hours with 782 cases in Mumbai alone. 36 fresh deaths were reported in the state. The total number of cases is now inching towards the 23,000 mark. Mumbai's Dharavi slum area has reported 57 fresh cases of coronavirus, taking the total toll to 512. The total number of containment zones in the capital has now come down to 81 from 100. Mansarovar Garden is the latest area to be removed and cleared from the containment zone list. We've seen several fresh cases coming to light, over 300 fresh cases being reported in the national capital. Five Air India pilots who tested positive for Covid-19 on Sunday tested negative for the virus after a retest on Monday. The 5 pilots, in fact, had flown on a flight in April. Now we'll of course have to see if the pilots will be tested again. A repatriation flight carrying 180 passengers, including 3 infants from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, landed at the Chennai airport this morning. As many as 11 flights from 3 different countries are expected to land today as part of the evacuation mission. Amid data privacy concerns raised over the Arogya Setu app, the government has in fact issued a set of guidelines for processing of data collected through the app. Now, this particular norm that's been set by the government for the app will ensure that, in fact, 6 months is given and that there is a specific amount of time for violations also of certain rules. Now, after nearly 50 days of completely suspending passenger train services, today the Indian Railways will be gradually restarting passenger services. Now, on day 1, we'll be seeing 8 special passenger trains running in different parts of the country. After initial hiccups in online booking, over 30,000 PNR were generated till 9:15 p.m. last night and reservations issued to more than 54,000 passengers. These trains will run as special trains from New Delhi station, connecting 15 important cities including Patna, Ranchi, Bhubaneswar, Bengaluru, Chennai, Thiruvananthapuram, Mumbai Central and Ahmedabad. Only AC coaches will be used and only those with confirmed tickets will be allowed to enter the railway station. It will be mandatory for passengers to wear face cover and undergo screening at departure. Only asymptomatic passengers will be allowed to travel. Now, interestingly, several states have in fact opposed the centre's move to restart train services. Chief Minister spoke out during the marathon meeting with the Prime Minister last evening, and the Chief Ministers of Telangana, of Bihar, Tamil Nadu have appealed to Prime Minister Modi to not start trains, fearing that there will be a spread of Covid-19. Now, Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel during the meet said that the centre should have consulted states before starting trains. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar termed the move as a bad idea. Meanwhile, Telangana Chief Minister KCR said that the maximum number of trains will be entering states from Covid red zones and it will be hard to quarantine all passengers. He's appealed to stop passenger train services completely. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palanisamy has appealed to Prime Minister Modi to not start train services till the end of this month. He said that both rail and air services should not be allowed. TMC MP Derek O'Brien also attacked the centre, saying that there was politics being played out over the lockdown. Listen in to this exclusive conversation.
Where from here on, where does West Bengal stand? Because, if I'm not wrong, exactly a month ago, West Bengal did not want a complete lockdown. They wanted what, you said was a humanitarian lockdown. Today, it seemed that Mamata Banerjee wants a lockdown. She doesn't want the trains because that's what at least is coming out from the meeting with what she suggested today.
No, absolutely not. Firstly, you asked me what's the way ahead. There are three ways ahead since you asked me about the lockdown. There are three kinds of lockdown. A drill lockdown, which is a one-day lockdown. A complete lockdown is what the Prime Minister announced at 4 hours notice. We immediately said no to that. We wanted a third kind of lockdown, which is a calibrated, a humane lockdown. So that's why the Mithai ka Dukan was always open in Bengal. Not for some style, but because we wanted tens of thousands of dairy farm owners not to waste their milk. That's what we meant. You cannot ever have a lockdown and throw away the key. You cannot. We've said that on 24th of March. We're saying this now.
So does West Bengal support the trains functioning, Mr. O'Brien?
Yeah. You're sending the trains. There have to be systems in place. Otherwise, we don't want the Corona Express. Please understand. It's taken us a lot of hard work to get it right in Bengal. If you're looking at long term, look at 6% of GDP for healthcare. That is long term. Look at health infrastructure. That is long term. These are the long term things. And look at GDP, the constitutional requirement. You have to pay the state's GDP. Why haven't you announced the GDP? All long term, medium term can wait. In the short term, please put your money where your mouth is center and pay us our 60,000 crores, at least 36,000 crores. Pay the GST amounts to all the states, please.
Now, during the crucial PM-CM meet that took place yesterday, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has accused the centre of playing politics, of discrimination against the state, much like what Derek O'Brien has said. We get you details of exactly what panned out in that meeting.
The occasion was the Prime Minister's meet with state chief ministers. The venue, video conferencing in times of Corona. The agenda, India's graded exit plan after 48 days of lockdown. Each state, each chief minister gave its inputs. And then was the turn of Mamata Banerjee, the chief minister of West Bengal. And then the Corona battle quickly turned political, with Mamata Banerjee accusing the centre of politicization. It was centre versus the state of West Bengal. Mamata Banerjee accused the centre of interfering with the federal structure, of discriminating against the state of West Bengal, insinuating that the centre was leaking missives issued by it to the state even before they reached the state of West Bengal. The Prime Minister did not respond or address to these charges, and then it was the turn of the next CM to give suggestions. With the electoral battle in the offing, the battle against Covid-19 has been highly political in the state of West Bengal, with both BJP and TMC trading charges. And the West Bengal CM knows very well that it's trial by fire for all her state administration, and an acid test for her. The narrative of the coming state elections could very well be laid through this pandemic. Bureau Report, India Today.
With a focus on boosting economic activity amid the coronavirus-induced lockdown, many states have demanded that the centre must immediately declare the April GST data and sought payment of their GST dues. During the Prime Minister's CM meet yesterday, West Bengal, Maharashtra, Punjab, they've all asked for the payment of the GST dues. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray said that the state has undergone a loss of 35,000 crore rupees. So GST returns should be given at the earliest. Punjab also asked for urgent fiscal aid for states to, in fact, meet at least 33% of the committed liabilities, revenue grants for 3 months. Now, Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot suggested that the centre should launch an employment guarantee scheme for urban areas on the lines of the Manrega. Prime Minister Modi told chief ministers that suggestions given by states for a roadmap on the economy are being given due consideration. As we continue to get you the latest of what's expected after lockdown 3.2, we also get you the latest on the plight of the migrants. There are people who are cycling, riding bikes, stuffed in tempos and travelling on top of trucks. The Mumbai-Nashik highway is packed. These are tales of desperation, hunger, despair and fear of corona is driving migrants to leave from cities and particularly in Maharashtra in hordes. India Today travelled on the Mumbai-Nashik highway and spoke to these people to really get a pulse of their problems.
Mumbai. The city of glitz and glamour that held out hope of a good life lured millions and sheltered them. But a contagion has shattered all that. An exodus is on. Thousands are leaving the city of dreams by foot. On cycles, on scooters, in trucks, by any means possible. Enough to cause a traffic jam on the Mumbai-Nashik highway, even in these times of lockdown. We came across Ajay Das in Palghar. He feels let down by the city he considered his home. The 24-year-old from Fulia village in Bengal's Nadia district showed us marks of brutality on his back, allegedly inflicted on him by his contractor.
हमने मांगा पैसा मारधर को भाग दिया
मारपीट किया आप सबके साथ मारपीट हुआ
सबके साथ है उसको दिखा देना ये देखो कैसे मार दिया देखो
ऐसे मारा आपको
ऐसे मारा देखो
because they have no money they started to walk towards Kolkata but it was the villagers there here who told them that this is not the right way this road actually goes to Ahmedabad and will not go to Kolkata it's a different direction. Then the villagers have put them here, have also been feeding them.
1.5 महीने से खिला रहे हैं।
1.5 महीना हो गया है। कब तक खिलाएंगे? इस तरह से खिलाते
ये खिलाते रहेंगे हम लोग
जब तक हैं ये लोग।
हाँ।
These are unending tales of desperation. A life savings bundled up on a cycle, many are peddling home.
बस का परमिशन बनवाते बस का परमिशन नहीं बना है तो वापस ये उठाना पड़ा साइकिल लिए हम लोग 3-3 हज़ार में पुराना साइकिल लिए किसी का 2000 किसी का 2800 किसी का 3000 में पड़ा है.
Shatrughan Chauhan is fortunate to have a motorcycle. He used to work as a food delivery boy in Mumbai but now is forced to hit the highway.
1.5 महीना हो गया सर रहने खाने के लिए बाल बच्चे को सब पूरा करने में सब नहीं हो पा रहा है सर इसीलिए हम लोग बाइक से निकले अपने यूपी जाने के लिए.
Desperate for a way out, many are opting for a ride in these container trucks. The terms are simple, 4,000 per person. Depending on where you go, how hard you bargain, the amount may come down to 2,000 rupees. In return, you get enough space to park your feet and some belongings. Many can't afford any of this. They are forced to take the treacherous journey on foot, resulting in blisters. We would die of hunger even if we are saved from the virus, they say. The choice was simple to make.
हमारे पास जो खाने के पैसे थे वो तो खर्च हो गए तो 1500 जो बचे थे उसके सहारे हम सोचे कि चलते अपने रास्ते से जो खाने का हो जाएगा वो खा लेंगे और चल के जाएंगे कोई बचे रास्ते में मिलेगा तो बैठा लेगा हमें.
Nameless, faceless, these migrant workers are India's nowhere people. With Praveen Thakre in Nashik, Vidya in Palghar, India Today.
And our frontline warriors against coronavirus continue to be stigmatized and harassed. A Delhi-based doctor was hounded by his neighbors as a corona carrier, leaving the corona hero with no choice but to move out of his home.
Dr. Mani Shankar Madhav has been fighting the coronavirus from the front lines. But there were no thalis or diyas for him. There was no floral welcome at his residence. The doctor who works at the Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Hospital in Delhi was instead shunned and ostracized. From the comforts of his Dwarka home, he and his pet beagle, Lucy, were forced to move to an Oyo room.
सोसाइटी मुझे देख के लोग रास्ता बदलने लगे जैसे मैं लिफ्ट यूज़ करता हूँ तो लोग उनको यूज नहीं कर रहे। मैं जिस फ्लोर पे रह रहा हूँ तो वो बाहर आने से डरते हैं। मेरे घर पे जो मेड आती थी उनको मना किया गया, उनको डर लग रहा है कि ये डॉक्टर के यहाँ मेड काम करती है, अगर ये सोसाइटी में रोम अराउंड करेंगी या किसी और घरों में काम करेंगी तो वहाँ भी वायरस का खतरा बढ़ेगा और ये वायरस वहाँ से फैलेगा।
Dr. Madhav lives alone. His wife, also a doctor, is serving in Rajasthan. He claims he was harassed by his RWA and was denied any help, despite the Delhi government's order allowing maids. Helpless and distraught, the doctor wrote to the Delhi Chief Minister seeking help, prompting the authorities to step in. The doctor's house help was allowed, but she lost her job in 3 houses because she worked for him. This was the last straw. Dr. Madhav shifted out of his home. The apartment society management denies the doctor's allegations.
छोटा सा इशू था जो डॉक्टर माधव ने उसको कंफ्यूजन हुआ था। एज ए प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर हमने डिसीजन लिया था कि 6-7 दिन 10 दिन और जो है हम इसको बैन को, मेड की एंट्री के बैन को एक्सटेंड करेंगे। और वो इस इशू पे कह रहे थे कि आप मेरे को स्पेशल परमिशन दो। तो ये इशू था, उसने इस इशू को ट्विस्ट करके ये कहा कि मेरे साथ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हो रही है, विच वाज हिज मिस इम्प्रेशन।
Wars are being fought in hospitals, but it is disheartening to see that these corona warriors are facing the brunt at home. Treated as castaways and humiliated in their own society, they are a demoralized lot. It's time that India gets real, has a large heart and realizes that these are the guardian angels who are finally going to win the battle for us. With video journalist Ajay, this is Mosmi Singh in Delhi for India Today.
Well, while India is mulling its lockdown exit plan and also its next course of action, other countries have now started easing curbs. Life is slowly returning to normal. From France to Spain, European nations are beginning to now open up. However, a post-pandemic world looks completely different. To know more, let's take a look at this report.
France is cautiously emerging from one of Europe's strictest lockdowns. The 8-week lockdown that was imposed on the 17th of March has been gradually lifted. Shops and hair salons are now open, and people can now venture out without a government-mandated form. But it's not business as usual. Paris still remains a red zone, and the French government has warned that the lockdown will be reimposed if infections resurface.
If the virus were to resume its wild rush, with lack of control and a risk to French people's health, we would again take lockdown measures, by zone, differentiated, as we have been doing in the beginning, and see if the population is in danger.
In London, traffic returned to the roads as many confused Brits headed back to work. While the British Prime Minister has said that the lockdown will not end yet, he did encourage some people to return to work. From the 13th of May, people will be allowed to exercise more. Some manufacturing workers could also go back to work.
We have made progress in satisfying at least some of the conditions I have given. We have by no means fulfilled all of them. And so, no, this is not the time simply to end the lockdown this week. We said that you should work from home if you can and only go to work if you must, at the earliest by July.
Boris Johnson is expected to give details of how to get the economy back to work after his attempt to plot a nuanced exit from the coronavirus lockdown prompted confusion. Spain has a 4-phase plan to lift the coronavirus lockdown as it prepares to return to normal by the end of June. In Sevilla, bars have started to open as the city enters the 2nd phase of lockdown. Bars and restaurants can also reopen their terraces with no more than 50% occupation. Hotels and other tourist accommodations can also now reopen. Madrid, however, still remains closed as it remains in the initial phase of the plan to ease the lockdown. As China has eased its lockdown measures and gradually reopened its economic activities, major projects resumed in North China's Hebei province and central China's Henan province. In South China's Hainan province, over 11,700 graduating students from 13 colleges returned to campus over this weekend. Shanghai's Disneyland is all set to reopen its doors to the public. The park, which has been closed since January the 25th, will be the first of 6 major theme parks around the world to reopen since the outbreak of the Covid-19 pandemic. The theme park will implement various health and safety measures as well as limit the number of visitors to 30% of its normal capacity upon its reopening. Bureau Report, India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.